Very good evening, children. Once again, welcome back to the online teaching in social science, geography, chapter 4, climate. Children, I hope all are fine, isn't it? I know that you are all busy with the online classes as well as offline classes. Okay, be regular in your studies. Don't wait for the last moment or don't wait for the school to reopen to start your studies. Along with these online classes, your studies also must go together. Okay. Since last three periods, 3 classes, we have been discussing about climate. We have already learned what is the difference between climate and weather. Again, we have seen what are the climatic controls of any place. That means what are the factors that affect the climate of any place: latitude, altitude, wind and pressure system, ocean currents, etc. etc. We have studied. Again, we have seen what are the factors affecting India's climate. Okay. Again, we have been studying coming towards monsoon, mechanism of monsoon in India, or what are the factors that are affecting monsoon in India. Okay, we are, as part of it, we have studied what is the monsoon burst. What is, anyone can say what is monsoon burst? Around the time of the arrival of the monsoon in India, the normal rainfall increases suddenly and continues for several days. In simple words, we can say that when the rainy season starts, or in the beginning stage, there will be continuous rainfall for 5-6 days. It is known as monsoon burst. It is a sign the monsoon season has started in India. Okay. Again, we have been in the last period, we have been discussing about the seasons. Okay, children, how many seasons are identified in India? Can I not say? It is a simple question, isn't it? From lower class onwards, we have been studying that. Mainly there are 4 seasons. Which are they? In geographical terms, they are hot weather season, cold weather season, advancing monsoon and retreating monsoon. Okay. So we have discussed about the 3 seasons. Which were they? Cold weather season, hot weather season and retreating monsoon. These 3 seasons we have already learned. Okay. We have discussed what are the important features of all these seasons. Okay, cold weather season, we know that it starts from mid-November and stays till February. Okay, we have seen, we are witnessing all these things, isn't it? We are very much familiar with this cold weather season. Okay, January and December are the coldest months. Okay, there will be snowfall, etc. etc. we have seen, isn't it? Again, hot weather season, we have seen that March to May is the hot weather season in India, and different temperatures are recorded in different areas. Okay. Again, we have seen retreating monsoon. Retreating monsoon, this is a short season, isn't it? During October and November, monsoon becomes weak, or monsoon becomes weak in India, and the monsoon starts withdrawing, isn't it? So we have discussed all those things. Okay, now we are going to discuss about what are the important features of advancing monsoon or rainy season. Okay. So we have seen that March to May, March, April, May is the hot weather season in India or summer season in India. Then by early June, the winds blow in a southwesterly direction. Okay. So we get in India receives rainfall only because of southwest winds. That means the wind blow in the direction of southwest. It is known as southwesterly winds. So by June, by early June, by the beginning of June, the southwesterly winds begin to blow, then and it brings monsoon in India. For months, it brings abundant rainfall to India. Again, you know that these winds are known as trade winds. Okay, these southwesterly winds are also known as trade winds because this wind will be blowing at the velocity of 30 km per hour. That will be the speed of these trade winds or southwesterly winds. 30 km per hour. That will be the velocity of these winds. Again, early in the season, by early June, Western Ghats receive more than 250 centimeter rainfall. So the other day we have seen that the monsoon starts in India, in the southern tip of Indian Peninsula, that is Kanyakumari, isn't it? By early June, then in the beginning of June months, the Western Ghats receive more than 250 centimeter rainfall. Where is Western Ghats? By the side of Arabian Sea, isn't it? From Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Goa, etc. comes under Western Ghats, isn't it? So the area lying near Arabian Sea is known as Western Ghats. Okay, at the beginning of rainy season or the beginning of June months, the Western Ghats receive more than 250 centimeter rainfall. So by this time, the Deccan Plateau and parts of Madhya Pradesh also receive rainfall. Okay. Again, we know that Mawsim Ram receive the highest rainfall in the world. It is in Meghalaya, isn't it? Mawsim Ram. It is the wettest place in the world. Not only in India, it is the wettest place in the world. This is the area where we receive highest rainfall in the world. So in this season or in this rainy season, Mawsim Ram receive the highest rainfall in the world. At the same time, Rajasthan and Gujarat receive very scanty rainfall. But very scanty rainfall, very less rainfall. So certain areas receive less than 10 centimeter rainfall. Okay. Now we understood. Okay, now we see as part of this season, there is a particular phenomenon that is monsoon break. What is the monsoon break? Monsoon rains take place only for a few days at a time. Then there are rainless intervals. What is the rainless intervals? Without rainfall. So we know that in school we have total 80 periods. After 4 periods there is a break. What is the break? There is an interval without a class. This is just like that. As soon as the rainy season starts or advancing monsoon starts, we get a rainfall for so many days. After that, there will be rainless intervals. Okay, the monsoon rains take place only for a few days at a time. Then there are rainless intervals. These rainless intervals are known as monsoon break. Children, don't be confused. Monsoon burst and monsoon break, these are the two terms. Okay, monsoon burst, don't be confused. Monsoon burst, around the time of the arrival of the monsoon, the normal rainfall increases suddenly for some days. It is known as monsoon burst. Then monsoon break, the monsoon rain takes place only for a few days at a time. Then there are rainless intervals. These rainless intervals are known as monsoon break. Okay. Another important phenomena associated with this advancing monsoon is the movement of the trough. What is the trough? Group of clouds. The other day we have studied. Okay, group of clouds are known as trough. The places below the monsoon trough receives heavy rainfall. It is simple terms we can understand that. Where there are clouds, that area receives rainfall. Okay. Okay. Then we know that the rain brings flood, causing damage, to life and property, isn't it? Certain areas, especially Assam, Bangladesh, and so on, there will be heavy rain. It causes flood. Will be resulting the damage to life and property. A lot of property, agriculture, everything will be destroyed because of these floods. Again, another important feature of this monsoon season, it is irregular. What is it irregular? Kabhi kabhi aata hai, isn't it? It is not regular. Some years we get very heavy rainfall, some years we get very less rainfall. That is why it is known as irregular. Then it causes flood in one part and drought in the other. That is another interesting factor. At the same time, one area will be affected by floods, the other area will be affected by drought. For example, Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, etc. will be affected by droughts. At the same time, the states like Assam, West Bengal, Orissa, etc. will be affected by floods. Okay, again we know that sometimes this rainfall affects or disturb the farming schedule of the millions of farmers. Usually we know that the farmers would be eagerly awaiting for the arrival of the monsoon. But if there is heavy rain, it will disturb the farming agricultural practices. Okay, children? Okay, now we have studied about all the 4 seasons. Just now we have discussed advancing monsoon or rainy season. By early June, the wind began to blow in the southwesterly direction and brings abundant rainfall, isn't it? So, okay, early in this season, which area receives rainfall? Western Ghats receive more than 250 centimeter rainfall. Then, along with the Western Ghats, Deccan Plateau and parts of Madhya Pradesh also receive rainfall. Okay, children? Which place in India receives the highest rainfall in India or in the world? It is Mawsynram. Where is Mawsynram? It is in Meghalaya, isn't it? Then at the same time, Rajasthan and Gujarat receives scanty rainfall. What is scanty rainfall? Very less rainfall. Okay. Then we have seen that there are one term associated with advancing monsoon is monsoon break. Then okay, there will be rainless intervals. Again, we know that rainfall, heavy rain causes floods. Okay. Now, another term we are going to discuss is distribution of rainfall. How rainfall is distributed in India? We know that it is not even, it is uneven. In the beginning, we have discussed some areas we receive very heavy rainfall, but at the same time, some other areas we receive very low rainfall. Okay. Parts of Western Ghats, northeastern states receive more than 400 centimeter rainfall in India. Northeastern states. Where is northeastern states? Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, etc. There are 7 states are there in northeast. Okay. These northeastern states as well as Western Ghats receive more than 400 centimeter rainfall in every year. At the same time, Western Rajasthan, parts of Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir, etc. receive less than 60 centimeter rainfall. Okay? Western Rajasthan, parts of Gujarat, Haryana, then parts of Uttar Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, etc. receive very scanty rainfall, less rainfall. The rest of the country receives moderate rainfall. What is the moderate rainfall? Not too much, okay, not too less, average rainfall. Okay. Then annual rainfall is highly variable from season to season. What is it? So already we know that. Okay, some years we receive heavy rainfall, some other years we receive very low rainfall. It is known as, it is variable from year to year. Again, another interesting factor about this monsoon season is some areas, while areas of heavy rainfall are affected by floods, the areas of low rainfall are drought prone. There is a lot of possibility of droughts in certain areas, but some other areas are affected by floods. Okay, children? Okay, as part of the distribution of rainfall, we have discussed parts of Western Ghats. Then northeastern states receives more than 400 centimeter rainfall. Then parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, etc. receives less than 60 centimeter rainfall every year. Again, the rest of the country receives moderate rainfall. But the moderate rainfall, average rainfall, not too less, not too much. Okay. Then one more topic is there as part of this lesson. That is, why is the monsoon considered a unifying bond? What's the unifying bond? It unites the people of India. Okay, monsoon is considered unifying factor, or it unifying the people of India. The Indian landscape, its animal and plant life, its agriculture calendar, the life for the people, their festivals, etc. revolve around monsoon. We know that our agriculture calendar. So usually we know that the Indian farmers, India is an agricultural country. So most of the farmers will be waiting for the arrival of monsoon to start agricultural activities, isn't it? Okay, our animal life. That means in the areas where we receive heavy rainfall, we have plenty of animals, plant life, etc. Especially we know that northeastern states, we have plenty of forests and rich in animal life. But we cannot find much animals or plant life in Rajasthan or parts of Gujarat, etc. isn't it? Okay, it is all connected with the monsoon. Almost all our festivals are connected with the monsoon season. Okay. Then year after year, people from north to south and east to west eagerly await the arrival of monsoon in India. Okay. Again, we can say that the monsoon winds bind the whole country. But then it binds, ek saath baandh karta, isn't it? It brings all the people together. It binds. It ties all the people together. That is, it is known as monsoon winds bind the whole country by providing water to set to the agricultural activities. Okay, children. So the lesson is almost finished. So along with this, I will be giving the question answers also. Okay, you don't wait for the last moment to start your studies. You have to, your studies also go simultaneously. Okay, thank you very much.